Council Chair Steve, Vice President Singh, Past President Barry, Past Directors Tony and Ken, distinguished Lions, Leos and guests. Greetings to all of my friends in Multiple District 201. As many of you are aware, I cannot be with you this weekend because I'm attending the New Zealand Convention in Invercargill as the international representative. You have my good friend and board associate, Vice President AP Singh, as your international guest to outline International President Brian's message and that of the board. I'm certain you'll find him a most motivating speaker, and I encourage you to take the time to introduce yourself to Vice President Singh and tell him the things that excite you about Lions. During the past 10 months, I've had the opportunity to travel around both our multiple district as well as New Zealand, Indonesia and the islands of the South Pacific, and I have been inspired by all that I've seen. The thing that never ceases to impress me is the pride and the passion that each of you have in your own projects. No matter how small or how grand the individual project is, the passion is always there. Even if it's just assisting one person, giving them hope and joy, then you have made a difference to them and potentially changed their lives forever. Each time someone invites me to see their wonderful projects, I am reminded of that song, Everyday Heroes, because Lions are heroes every day. This year, our international president has asked us to focus on 4 global priorities. Share the joy of being alive. Think big when we serve. Keep our foundation strong and be a local advocate in our community. I'm not going to go into much detail on these because I'm sure that Vice President Singh will cover them in his own way, but I would like to touch on a few. We all join Lions for different reasons, but I think it can be summed up with a simple statement: to make a difference. You all love Lions. You wouldn't be here if you didn't. I know that each of you gets great joy from what you do as a Lion. If you get so much joy from your participation, then why not share that joy with others? There are 2 main ways we can share that joy. One is to invite new members into your club. The other is by the formation of new clubs. I'm really excited that your Council of Governors have been courageous this year and made a very bold move. They have agreed on a big, audacious mission of 30-30 to have 30,000 Lions members by the year 2030 and 50,000 by the year 2050. That is indeed an ambitious target, but one which is achievable. But if it's only a dream, then we'll not succeed. It needs to have a bold plan to support it. And every member of our multiple district must support and be a part of that plan. I'm sure you're going to hear a lot more about the big, audacious mission this weekend and beyond, as the plan is put into action. A big part of that plan will be around the formation of new clubs. I believe the greatest opportunity for us is in the formation of specialty clubs with a common purpose. And last week, I had the privilege of presenting the Charter Certificate to the Western Australia Multicultural Lions Club, a club with 33 members from approximately 12 different national backgrounds. It's such an exciting concept and opens up new opportunities for Lions service that our traditional clubs are not focusing on. In this current year, almost half the new clubs formed worldwide have been specialty clubs. This is our greatest opportunity to take Lions to new markets and become involved in and expand our service activities. And this is why we talk about and promote increased membership, so that we can provide more service and look to new and different needs in our community. President Bryan also asked us that we think big with our service. Look for opportunities to take on bigger, more impactful service projects. We can partner with other clubs, or we can form partnerships and strategic alliances with other organisations. In the business world, there is a strong movement for companies to become more aware and active in their corporate social responsibility. And Lions International has created some important strategic alliances with some large corporates. You can do that also in your own communities, through local business, through local government, and through other like-minded not-for-profits. Our Lions Clubs International Foundation is growing rapidly in its influence and impact worldwide. We recently completed Campaign 100 to raise US dollars 100 million each year for 3 years. We did it. With your help, we raised $324.6 million. That's an outstanding effort and a very big thank you for all of your efforts. But we cannot sit back now and say, job done. The need is there just as much as ever. Just consider recent events: floods across eastern and northern Australia, cyclone and floods in New Zealand, regular catastrophic fires and other disaster events worldwide, the earthquake in Turkey and Syria, and of course the tragic events in the Ukraine. Funds are always needed. I'm really pleased to advise that this year Constitutional Area 7 leads the way in donations against their budgeted target. We are currently 125% of our target compared to the world total, which is 93%. And Bowlerable District 201 has achieved 105% of its target and still increasing. Thank you, Lions at MD 201. With the recent floods across Australia, we have been able to receive considerable funds from our foundation to help those affected rebuild their lives. Through our foundation, we have initiated a unique program called Adopt a Family, which I'm certain past President Barry will outline in some detail. Our International President's final global priority is for Lions to become advocates for their community. We have a strong voice. We are respected in our community. We need to be advocating for the needs of our community, and we need to be telling our stories. You have some amazing stories. Tell them. Tell the public, not just ourselves. Use local media, the press, radio, and social media. For those of you that follow me on Facebook, you'll see that wherever I go and I see those amazing projects, I post it on Facebook. That's my way of getting your stories out there into the public arena. You also need to be publicising your stories using whatever means you can. And don't just tell it once. Use more than one form of media and repeat it and refresh your stories. There's an interesting saying about the satisfaction one receives from volunteering. Volunteering and wetting your pants have two things in common. Everyone sees you do it, but only you get the warm feeling. But the truth is there's so much more benefit than just the warm feeling. To know you have made a difference to another person. Your acts of volunteering could well have changed or even saved the life of another person. That's the sort of warm feeling I like. Lions serve with passion and pride, and I know you all get that warm feeling. Thank you for your continued service to your community, and I wish you all a very enjoyable and a successful convention.